Hello everybody. Today my persuasive speech is going to be on pro-choice. The national rape-related pregnancy rate is 5% per rape among victims of the reproductive age of 12 to 45 female. Among adult women, an estimated 32,101 pregnancies result from rape each year. A total of 32.4% of these victims did not discover that they were pregnant until their second trimester, and 50% underwent abortions. An additional 11.8% then had spontaneous abortions. Imagine if you didn't have the choice of whether you wanted to have that child or not. Although this is the worst case, these are some worst case scenarios. Millions of women face unplanned pregnancies that occur each year. Only you know what is best for you. In many cases, the woman that chooses to have an abortion is doing what she thinks is best for herself, as well as what would be best for the child if born. You must be careful about what kind of environment you are in, whether you are financially stable, whether you have health issues, etc. I have read many cases where the woman is barely taking care of themselves. They have medical issues that they don't want to pass on to their children. They can be drug dealers, homeless, or victims of some of these rape cases. I believe that they should have the choice whether they want that child or not. Sometimes the decision is simple, other times it's complicated, but either way the decision to have an abortion is personal, and you're the only one that can make it. Everyone has their own unique and valid reasons for having an abortion, and it should be their right to decide if they will have the child or not. Some women already have too many kids, and that's why they want an abortion, because they feel that they can't take care of any more. Some women have goals that these children can hinder, such as the workplace, career goals, or even going to school. Some women may not know who the father is, or they're not with the father anymore. Some women are in abusive relationships or sexual assault cases and don't want to carry that burden. There are plenty more different reasons. These are just to name a few. I'll now explain some reasons behind pro-choice decisions. If abortion were illegal, they would be performed anyways. Unfortunately, by uneducated staff, some 68,000 women die of unsafe abortions annually, making it one of the leading causes of maternal mortality. This rate is 13%. History shows that laws against abortion have little to no effect on the number of abortions that are given and make them significantly more unsafe. Legal abortions protect the health and life of a woman. Desperate women facing the financial burdens and social stigma of unintended pregnancy may believe that they have no other option. Plenty of women will continue to risk their lives by undergoing unsafe abortions if they are continued to be frowned upon by pro-life organizations and religious organizations within society. I have just discussed the issue of unsafe abortions if women didn't have the choice. We will now discuss the impact that not having a choice can have on a woman. Quoted, "Even if a fetus were alive, the right to life doesn't imply a right to use somebody else's body," unquote. I have alluded earlier that the mother must carry the child as part of her and have to deal with that burden. The mother must carry the child as a part of her and this may hinder her mental stability, her safety, and other things. Being able to decide to have an abortion will allow the woman to feel like she has the right to decide what happens to her body. If the mother was a victim of rape, she can have developed some mental health issues. If forced to have a baby without a choice, the baby could serve as a reminder of that rape. What if the parents have medical problems and don't want to pass that along to their child? If forced to have the baby without a choice, the mother must have forced the child to be born with a limited quality of life. Now that I have discussed how not having the choice of an abortion can impact the woman, let's talk about the life of the child. People who are against abortion will say, quote, human life is so incredibly priceless and so easy to treat with insignificance or disposal, unquote. According to several scientists, the fetus does not suffer or feel pain during the abortion. With that being said, if you are not harming the fetus with an abortion, why would you rather bring up the child in the wrong environment and possibly harm the child? A child should not be subjected to a life of struggle that could be prevented if the woman had a choice to have the abortion. That can prevent that. What if you were a woman that is not financially stable and or homeless? For a woman in these circumstances, many unwanted pregnancies result in economic deprivation and an ongoing cycle of poverty and despair. With this information, it is alarming that it is debated that women should not be able to make their own choice on this matter. We have gone over a lot of information in the last few minutes, but this was very valuable information. Many unwanted pregnancies do have happy endings, but that is by no means a certainty. Just because a woman is forced to carry to term and ends up loving her child does not mean that the government has the right to make the decision of whether she has an abortion or not. I have told you about several reasons why abortions should be the woman's choice for the safety of the woman, the mental state of the woman, and the safety of the child. Keeping abortion laws in the United States legal to allow services to be openly provided and educating women on their rights for abortions can help women be less fearful of their unplanned pregnancies. 49% of children come into this world unwanted. If the child is born unwanted, then the chances that the child leads a happy life is decreased. Don't allow a child to be born unwanted. You have a choice.